Minnesota has a new tip program for missing and murdered Indigenous relatives cases. The tip reward program comes from the state's Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives Office within the Department of Public Safety. It was unveiled at a press conference today in St. Paul. The rewards are set in tiers, $1,000 up to $2,500 for tips for the identity of persons of interest, $5,000 for tips that lead to an arrest or significant progress, and up to $10,000 for locating remains or closing out long-term unsolved cases. The goal is to help solve cases and bring justice and closure to families impacted by the epidemic of missing and murdered Indigenous relatives. There are 16 MMIR cases currently eligible for rewards, including 2 in the Bemidji area.
Within our own community, the Bemidji Police Department, unlike many others across the state, we have investigated thousands of missing person cases throughout the years. Thankfully, because of the diligent work of officers and detectives in our community, only 2 remain missing. And those 2 have been missing for far too long. Those individuals are Jeremy Jourdain and Nevaeh Kingbird. And I'm hopeful that this reward program encourages people who have been holding on to information for far too long to come forward. It's time to give these families closure.
Anonymous tips are accepted. However, eligibility for a monetary reward may require follow-up verification or direct communication with law enforcement or the MMIR office. The hope is there will be more trust from possible tipsters with this new reward program.
It's difficult to speak to someone that you don't trust, and we have to get over that somehow, and I'm hopeful that this does it. I'm hopeful that, the question leading to why is this one different than Crime Stoppers, I've been asked that. This is tied to the MMIR office. Perhaps that creates a new level of trust, that, a belief that this organization can keep my identity safe, can keep me anonymous, rather than another organization that I may not already trust.
The missing persons case of Eleanor Halverson is one other local case that is reward eligible. Halverson was last seen in Northome on November 4th of 2023. Now, the procedure to submit a tip can vary from case to case. Tips may be submitted directly to law enforcement agencies involved in the case or through a designated third party like Crime Stoppers.
Lakeland News is a nonprofit news organization. Donate to Lakeland PBS today to support your local news team.